Good morning. I will be reading your questions today for our lunar phases and eclipse quiz. So first thing you're going to need to do is put what science period you are in and also put your last name. Now remember, if you need more time to think about the answer to a question, make sure you pause the video and then resume it when you're ready to move on to the next question. So let's get started. The first question says, what makes it possible for you to see the surface of the moon from Earth? The moon gives off its own light. Light from the sun is reflected by the moon's surface. Or the moon absorbs sunlight during the day and glows at night. Question 2. In what ways is the moon not visible from Earth? New moon, waxing gibbous, or waning crescent? Which moon would we not be able to see in the night sky? About how long does it take to cycle from one new moon to the next new moon? So that means how long does one lunar cycle take, the time it takes for the moon to go around the Earth one time? Is it about 1 week, about 1 month, or about 1 year? Which term can you best use to describe the moon in this picture? Is that moon a quarter moon, a gibbous moon, or a crescent moon? Which term can you best use to describe the moon in this picture? Is this a waxing crescent or a waning crescent? And you need to pay attention to the side that is lit up. So in this moon, the left side is lit up. So when the left is lit up, is that a waxing or is that a waning crescent or a waning gibbous? Which term can you best use to describe the moon in this picture? Is this a first quarter or a third quarter? Paying attention again to which side is lit up, the right side. So does that mean it is a first quarter or a third quarter? From our point of view on Earth, why does the moon's appearance change throughout the month? So what is causing the moon to sometimes look like a crescent, a gibbous, quarter? Why does that happen? Is it the speed of moon's orbit changes from day to day? The distance between Earth and the moon changes each day, or the moon's position in its orbit changes from day to day? Which term means that the moon phase is shrinking? Remember, one of them means growing and one of them is shrinking. So which one is shrinking, waxing or waning? How much of the entire moon's surface is always lit up? We may not see all of it, but how much is truly all lit up? 25% or 50%? Amy observed the moon every week for a month. She sketched her observations. Each week, the moon is a new, full, or quarter moon. Which of these diagrams is the only possible way she could have viewed the moon's weekly phases? So if you look at these two drawings, only one of them would be correct. So when you think about, like if you start here with this moon and you know what phase that is, would this be the next moon phase? So really when you look at these, there's only one possible answer. So you're probably going to want to pause the video so that you can, kind of talk through what phase each of those are and which one would only be your possible answer. Based on the order of the Earth, Moon, and Sun, what would someone on Earth be seeing when they look at the sun? So is this a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse? You look out your window and observe a large, reddish, round object in the sky. Which event was most likely taking place? A lunar eclipse, a first quarter moon, or a solar eclipse? Now, if you remember, This question was on our study guide, and it said that if you look up into the night sky and you see a reddish brown moon, it would most likely be because of one of these things: lunar eclipse, first quarter moon, or a solar eclipse. Which list below represents the position of Earth, the Sun, and the Moon during a lunar eclipse? Is it Earth, Sun, Moon, Earth, or Sun, Earth, Moon? Now, if you remember, we talked about one of those things can never be in the middle. So you can eliminate that choice and then look at the other two. And it might be helpful for this question to go back to the picture that you had for this question. And if you knew what type of eclipse this was, it might help you to answer this question. When a solar eclipse takes place, what is the phase of the moon? Do we have a full moon, new moon, or third quarter? And again, you can maybe use that picture up at the few questions up to help you. Last question. When either the Earth or Moon cast a shadow, what is the outer part of the shadow called? It is also the lighter of the two shadows. So the lighter part of a shadow. This was one of your vocabulary words. Is it a penumbra or is it an umbra? And when you're all ready, you can submit your form.